Yo, what's going on, boys? 12:18 Friday morning now. Uh, how's it going, boys? Hope everything is going good, everybody. Of course, as always. So we're just sitting here at work, no doubt. So we had our third last class yesterday. Well, technically, well, I'm just gonna say yesterday, whatever. But Wednesday, I had my third last bartending class. My last one is actually this up and coming Wednesday, which would be really nice. I have to make and present five drinks, and then they tell me to make two random ones. I get to use like flashcards and like my book and shit if I want to make them, which is awesome. Because there's a lot of them that are in there that have like a lot of weird ways to make them with like ingredients you gotta really like hone in on remembering and shit. Um, but yeah, that's almost done. Of course, that'll be done in basically a couple days now, about 5 days really. It'll be done, which is really cool. So I don't have to worry about that no more, which means I can pick up on some hours and shit. In the days that I am off, I can go DoorDash a little bit for what I have. I haven't been able to go yet. Like every time I try to go, it's not busy, and then when I'm home, laid up in fucking bed, it's like, oh, very busy. $1 or plus $1 plus $2 promo. I'm like, fuck, bro. So I'm trying to get my boy on it, so that way he can keep an eye on it because he stays up like throughout the day, and I'm awake throughout the night. And so we're gonna have like a switch off, so that way we can kind of keep an eye on it together. So that way we can go out and go do that shit together. Which would be really fun to do as well. So, I'm trying to keep it a stack per usual. So I really wanted to hone in on doing the whole niche of like getting antiques and going thrifting and all that shit for you guys. But if I'm gonna be brutally honest, I don't have the money for all that. That's what I wanted it to be. But I just don't have the funds to really get into that content right this minute. So what I have to do is I have to kind of hunker down a little bit as far as funds, not really like as far as YouTube is going to always be here. Like this doesn't cost me money to do, obviously. So, and I can just kind of talk shit and whatever being. So, but yeah, like we're just going to go ahead and start trying to like save as much money as we can, because I know that it's not going to be, smart to sit there and spend money going out and doing all this stuff on gas, food, the trip, whatever, to the place, and then whatever I end up buying as well. So I need to really kind of chill out with that. But what I am going to do instead is I'm going to keep coming on here, talking about shit that I love, talking about shit that I feel like makes sense, whatever, my views and opinions on things. I'm going to start getting like videos. I'm going to start like actually like screen recording videos to react to them as well, so I can kind of like have like discussions for a video, or even base one off of like an entire clip that I found, which would be really nice. And we can start doing that as well. But right now, finding my niche is going to be difficult, rather difficult. Lately it's been more just me talking and me trying to like do some small things, but overall it's not the most effective way. Let's be honest, the most effective way to get views now is to clip farm the fuck out of everything, clickbait everything. Clips, especially on like TikTok and stuff, are like the biggest thing, you know what I mean? And I just don't really have the content right this minute to like provide clips, and I'm not trying to be I'm okay, I gotta be genuine, okay? Like, I want to do my content genuinely. I know how it works, but I want to try and do it a different way. If it doesn't, then I'll kind of switch off to that a little bit, but it's not going to be making clips in a sense of, like, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to clip farm and do shit like that. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be, like, easier for me to start doing other things, so that way I can post, get it out there, get other people coming in, and really seeing the other content that I make, because that shit is going to be, like things that I just really discussed. That's what the clips will really come from. And like, again, I just want to keep it really genuine, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't had the chance to really show this other side of me, because I am very, very extroverted. You all really don't know this, except for the friends that do watch this. I'm pretty extroverted. I love being around people. I'm pretty, open, and, I like having people laugh and shit. Like, I like to be a goof. It's fun, right? But I just really haven't had the chance to vlog with any of the guys or do any cool shit, really. So you guys only see that, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a little bit of time. I don't know when exactly. It'll get better yet. I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll have to kind of branch out in front of the people. But we'll see how that goes, of course, as always. But what I think I'm gonna start trying to do for a little bit is I'm gonna start talking about the things that I do have, like the antiques and the things that I've acquired over the last few years or like over my lifetime. I'm gonna start talking about them and the lore behind them. I got a lot of things in like certain sections, so it's gonna be a lot easier for me to talk about them. But that in itself will be fairly easy to do, and it'll provide pretty good content too, because some people might actually want to see that. I'm not sure who exactly, but looking at the history of like certain things, especially since like I'm 21, like I know a lot of people would probably be around my age, a little bit older, a little bit younger, that still see some of the things that I seen in my childhood. That I was born in 2004, so 2004 and up, or even like a few years back and shit. Like we experienced all that stuff, as a collective whole, and you guys would probably be willing to see that kind of shit too, hopefully. So I'm definitely gonna like start like pushing in on that too. Tomorrow I don't have to go to work till 8, so I might get like a video or two made specifically for that. Post both of them. Post this one as well. I'll probably post this one once I'm done, or maybe when I get back home. See. And then those two I'll post probably when I get here tomorrow, which again, those two, I don't know what I'm going to do yet exactly, but they'll be very easy, whichever one I decide to do. But, I just wanted to, I always try to update and keep up like with things that I'm trying to do or like my next move a little bit, because it kind of gives everybody a little bit of an idea of like what is exactly going on. Like, oh, he's trying to do this. Oh, well, he's doing this. This doesn't make any sense. Now he's doing this. Like, if you watch it, you'll know, like, this is, like, definitely very hard for me to figure out. I just don't have the money, like, for the exact niche that I want to specifically get into. So right now I kind of have to just steer away from that, do some other things that I can also do as well, that I'm very good at doing. And I need to, at some point, hopefully, maybe by the end of the year, or if I can somehow scrape up the money to really, like, get into this, I need to get a PC. The first thing I can do to get a PC due to streaming, like I have the personality to do so, and I think I would be really good at it. So I need to try to really get in that as much as possible. And I might be able to, like do some streaming with some of my friends that also like streaming stuff on other platforms, which would be really fun. We all play the games together, and trust me, we're a hoot and a holler, dude. Like we'll definitely kick some ass on there for sure. I have to really like try to save up my money and get as much collected as I can, because like that's the main goal right now, is to get a PC and save up for other things as well. But aim a cough on me. But what I was gonna say is that me and my mom were talking earlier, and I told her just something about like how I wanted to move out of the area that I live in, because it kind of sucks. But I do love it overall still. She was like, you always say that, but like you don't have the money to do so, and you gotta start thinking about that and whatever. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but like dad enjoys the company of us, like the kids being around, right? So like he doesn't mind that. Plus, everyone does something at a different time. Like, yeah, I do need to save money. Absolutely right on that fact. But I don't need to move out right now. I enjoy the way that I live right now. Like, I help out around the house. I do a lot of different things. I keep up with things in the house. I always keep up with all my bills and everything that I have. Like, everything that I need to pay is paid no matter what. And anything that needs to be taken care of is always taken care of. And if dad asks around, if I see something around the house needs to be done, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, I will do it. So that's why I need to try to, like, keep on doing it, just, like, staying around with that, because that'll save me a lot of money for the long run. I remember when I used to have a girlfriend who was like, I want to move out and all this shit, and I was like, you're fucking nuts. Like, we're going to spend so much fucking money to go rent out someplace, and it's not even going to be worth it. Like, fuck that shit. It's beat right now, dude. Like, we can't live off that, dude. Like, I'm not living off the salary I have right now, dude. I couldn't last. Like, at the end of the month, I might be having enough to, like, split by or, like, rent and my truck payment. Like, not the payment, the insurance is what I really mean to say. But she's still right in the sense I gotta save money. Because there's a lot of things I want to do, bro. Like, my life, I don't want it to be strictly, like, certain things. I don't want it to be just like work, 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 buy a few things, work, 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 finally move out one day in a few years, and then like spend all this money on like a house and whatever. Like I want to have fun before I do all that. You know what I mean? Which is why like I'm doing this as well. Like I want to build this as much as I can, because if I can make other things happen this way from this, then that'll be a lot easier, and then I can not only achieve my goals, but I can start going out and helping others achieve their goals as well. Like I want to have like the ability to put people in positions for them to like rock out. You know what I mean? Like that would be cool to finally be able to do one day. And I've always dreamt of doing that, and I want that opportunity so bad to be able to like really do something with a platform. Like to be able to do something with a platform would be fucking huge, bro. Like I would genuinely try to like change up a lot of shit in the sense of like I would go out, I would tour places, like I would try to like go out and see people, meet people, listen to stories, try different things, listen to different things, go out on fucking drives, like go out different like places in the sense of like antiquing and thrifting. Like I would just do so much shit, you know what I mean? But for now we have to really think about it realistically, and realistically we're gonna have to save the money long enough to be able to do these things. So like what the plan is of money is like by the end of the year I'm gonna try to get a PC, you know what I mean? At least one that I can afford, that's effective, good, and makes sense to get, you know what I mean? So that could be done. And then the like next year by like July we want to go to France and Italy, me and Nick. So like that's another thing I gotta really think about doing. That's gonna be a lot of money to go. So like I want to get all those done. By the time I move out the house, I at least want to have traveled to like at least 3 or 4 different countries. By the time I move out, 3 or 4 countries, that would be good. If not, if more, perfect. You know what I mean? I would not hate that whatsoever. But of course, we just gotta plan as good as we can, save as much as we can, not spend as much. Like I was thinking about getting a few things that I really wanted to get, but I'm gonna have to chill out and save, only because it makes sense too. So like I want to get the bed frame and this figure. Oh, together it's like $150. I can get that right now, no problem. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna do it. Like what I think I'm gonna do is try to DoorDash as much as possible too. Wait for the class to be done for bartending, so I can get some more hours, pick up on other days and stuff, and then see what that looks like all together, and try to make something happen with all that, like save all of what I have from work except for like a few bucks, and then use whatever I made from DoorDashing just throughout the week. Like I could probably do that if I do it effectively right, you know what I mean? Especially if I work like shifts on there, because I know you can do like per hour and stuff, right? So like that would make sense. I would be okay with doing that. But we'll have to see how it goes. I work throughout the whole weekend, so I would have to do it like through the day, and have to figure out when and where, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it, boys. I just wanted to keep it updated, say what just say what it is. I can't do what I gotta do, or I can't do what I want to do right now, so I'm doing different things. I'm gonna try to do different like little small stuff instead, and then once I start picking up on money again, we might be able to go and do the real niche we want to do. But I think the niche that we're gonna do for now is kind of just like talk about things, discuss things, just come on here and talk shit, and then do some history, like the lore behind some of the stuff that I've done in my life, and also like the stuff that I have in the room, as far as like knickknacks and trick, whatever. So that's it, boys. I gotta head back to work for a little bit. I'll catch you all in a little bit, of course, and stay blessed, man. Peace.